this one is very important in marriage. You have marriages where men will say that no matter how much my wife is earning, I don't want to know. I would do my thing as a man. I'll pay the bills. I'll take care of her to every penny. And then you also have some women who even take it a notch higher in such a way that no matter how much they earn and no matter how much they see their man broke, they do not contribute. In fact, I've seen different men complain in relationship that, I mean, this woman knows I don't have money. She knows my business is down and it's time to pay the children's school fees. And she has the money, she can afford it, and she's not paying, all because she believes it's my responsibility to do so. Should it actually be like that? If we are crying for equality as women in a relationship, should we make it mandatory that men should pay the bills, should be the ones who carry the burden, should be the ones who, carry the burden, financial burden in relationships? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, really, so that we'll just put a perspective to this. Let's know how it works in your relationship, right? It's 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. I'd like to hear your thoughts and reaction on this. Who should be responsible for the finances in a relationship? Is it a man or is it a woman? Are men born providers in a relationship? I really do love to take your thought and reaction. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Emmanuel. I'm coming from the area of Ijebu in the Cotton area.
All right, great. Mr. Emmanuel, in a relationship, is it a birthright of the woman to be taken care of by the man?
No, even in the Bible, they say a man that cannot take care of the wife and the children is worse than an infidel. You understand? So it's the duty of a man to take care of the wife and the family. You understood?
Yes, I do.
But the problem we are having, mostly in this part of our country, Nigeria, even in some parts of Africa, women somehow their stinginess has really affected them that they don't even contribute to their families. You understand? They put everything upon a man to do, which is not the right thing. A woman is supposed to be contributing also. You understand? Since she herself is working, unless she's a housewife, that is where I can understand. But there are some women, they are working, doing very well. Some of them even have good business that even work more than their husband.
Exactly. We've seen a lot of complaints like that.
That's it. They don't even, because they everything, house rent, the man, school fees, the man, food, everything, the man. You understand? Even sometimes, they want to even make their hair. They still even tell the husband, don't you see that this my hair is old. You need to give me money to do another hair. So all the money that she has been packing, what is she doing it for? Or who is she using it for? You understand? Sometimes a woman wants to celebrate her birthday. You bought her some kind of gift worth 50,000, or maybe buy her a very good handset or some kind of something that worth good amount of money. Or your own birthday. She will just maybe cook jollof rice for you.
Boxers and singlets. And some
without even giving you a good gift. So we have that big problem in this country. If you go to the Western world, if you spend 1,000 naira, for example, I use our currency, for a woman, she also would like to spend 2,000 naira for you. You understand? Even if house friends, both of them pay house friends together. They don't put everybody up for a man. You understand? That's the reason why you see men.
Thank you so much. I love the fact that you took your time to, air your thought and reaction on this. Interesting, quite an interesting one there. So you see, this is our agenda, Sha. What he said is true. So you see where a woman would naturally expect that on her birthday, you do the nicest things for her. You buy her the most beautiful things. You take her out. You do, you get her expensive gifts and all that. But on your birthday, if you get singlet and boxers, you begin to thank God. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Samarano. I'm calling from Isolo.
You're welcome.
To contribute to what's going on presently now, the last caller, a a woman is not actually supposed to be a man's full responsibility in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship is supposed to be 50-50. They say behind every successful man there's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship is supposed to be something that two imperfect people gather themselves together to build perfection. It's not supposed to be a meal ticket or a liability company. Because right now, what we face now is that you see women now out there, they don't even want to work. They just want someone that is okay, that will just foot the bills. Some women, let me be frank with you, some women, apart from intimacy, sorry to say this because you're a woman, some women, apart from intimacy, they don't bring any other thing to the table.
But you know that's actually very low percentage of women, not all women, because you have women who work and contribute a lot and have a lot to bring to the table, like me.
That's why I said some.
Thank you.
I didn't say all. That's why I said some, and I apologize before saying that.
It's okay. I appreciate
it. It's heartbreaking because these days you hardly see a woman who actually wants to build with a man. You see men carrying all the bills. Though there are some independent women, there are some women who actually do support relationships, parents together, pay bills together, but it's just like a ratio percentage of 30 to 70. So this perception has to change, and I wouldn't say it is the lifestyle they are living. I would say most of these things is parental upbringing. I have witnessed a situation where I've heard a woman telling the daughter, "Don't go and marry one broke boy. Don't go and bring one poor man to this house." So sometimes they don't even care what he's doing. So when I usually see videos and see things like people being used for ritual and something, sometimes they feel like I'm heartless, that I don't feel for them. I'm like, it's what they wanted. They wanted quick cash. They wanted steady funds without knowing what's going on. So there's a difference with some has to change. It's a 50-50 thing. It's not a must that somebody must foot her bill. Yes, she has to be taken care of, but she has to at least bring something to the table. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, the thing is, I'm even wondering, where did we get this idea from? Because I remember that back in the days, we have our mothers who even go to the farm with our fathers, you know, and they really do contribute. Remember that farming used to be, you know, a predominant occupation back in the days. So if we had our mothers also till the ground as well as our fathers, where then did this idea that a man must take care of all your needs come from? I mean, there are some women right now, just like the last caller said, that the only thing they want to do is to be Oga wife. To the extent that, I mean, there's even a TikTok trend on that, you know, where the only thing a girl wants to do is just to be Oga wife. I just sit down to be taken care of. I don't want stress. I really like to hear your thoughts and opinion. By the way, you know, looking at it from the other way around, so following what the last caller said, there are women who would say that I have suffered with this man. After suffering with him, I mean, he ended up, disappointing me and carrying all the progresses and successes he made to live with another woman. How about that? That's also a thing. Hello, good evening. Kindly help me turn down the volume on your radio set, please.
Hello.
Please help me turn down the volume on your radio set, please.
Yes, I'm doing that.
Please, the hallback isn't friendly at all.
Yeah, please.
So I may have to let you go. All right. Are we okay now? Good evening.
Hello, my name is Oboy Joseph. In fact, I think I appreciate what that young man, Mr. Femi, is already talking about in this country. Because a lot of perspectives that are not being looked into that have brought this kind of situation to this country. And these things need to be amended constitutionally. Let me rest my case until another day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Even though we've moved past that conversation now, but it's good. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, it is 90.3 Voice of the People FM. My name is Precious A, and we are looking at we're now in that segment of the evening rush show where we look at relationships, stuff that bother you in relationship. And this time around, we're talking: is it the birthright of the woman to be taken care of by the man? Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
This is Obi calling from Akwonjo.
Oh, did you call me PP?
Obi.
Okay, I thought you said PP.
Obi.
Okay, Obi. Okay. Good evening, Miss Obina. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
This topic is very interesting.
Mm.
You know that most of these women this time, they are no more helpmates. Because you see, I'm a living witness.
Okay.
In my house, everything in my house is taken care of by me.
Does your wife work?
Even if it's toothpaste, my wife believes that it's my duty to provide all those things. Even if it's an exercise book, maybe they ask any of my children to bring. You must make sure that it's waiting for me to provide it.
But does she work? Does she work?
Women must believe that in as much as you are the husband, so everything will be on your head. That you are not, you know, the headache will be on you, and people may not know that you are facing a lot of stress. But women, and she's working, but she cannot bring. She believes that all of them must be me all the time. So it's only God will help us. That's why most of the men die young than women. I see most of the obituary you see everywhere is men dying here and there. So thank you, my sister. I don't know what to say.
So I was asking, does your wife work? Does your wife work and yet she doesn't want to contribute?
She works. She's a teacher, but she doesn't in any way provide. She believes that it's my duty to provide. Those children is for me. So her own money is supposed to be for herself, maybe to take care of herself, and maybe there is a certain family she can reach out to. I don't even know how much it's earning. If I ask her, okay, how much do you earn? He said, how much you need that I'm a trader? How much do I make as a person too? Why can't I say how much is in my bank? So because it's already by me, I'm the one carrying it. Well, thank you. The topic is interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for jumping into the conversation. Thank you. I appreciate. All right. So now we can see that. I mean, this is not deja vu. This is not a lie. There are people who are actually living this reality. Right. I'd love to hear your thought and reaction. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah.
Can you help me turn down the volume on your radio set, please?
Yeah, good evening. I'm just driving home. This is Mr. Mecca from Pensac. Thank you, Precious. How are you?
Welcome. I'm very well. Thank you. Welcome.
Okay. Yes. This is my second time out. Input on this. It's a very good topic, but just a quick one. I think I will advise you people to reorientate the women, even the elite. I wouldn't know, but some women are very nice. But I think put it on the table on percentage ratio. Women believe that it is the men. I wouldn't know. Some other people are saying biblically that is what it is. But be that as it may, I think you just look at the ratio now. This is the 60 or 50 men that is calling. No woman is just trying to respond. But if it is how many are Shebi, how many of this one, you see them. What is trending? You can't buy this, you can't buy that. So I think those days our mom and they are helpmate, but most women, I wouldn't.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I lost you, Mr. Emeka. All right. Yes, you talked about, you're trying to say about our mothers were helpmates to our fathers back in the day, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now, right? Hello, good evening. Hello, Voice of the People FM. Good evening. Help me turn down the volume on your radio set, please. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I am actually expecting our ladies to call. Women, call me now. Am I scattering a table that is touching your heart too much? I'd like to hear from you. Call me. It is our birth. Is it our birthright? Our constitutional right? Where is it written and stamped that a man must be the one to take care of all our needs, our every needs? Again, this is not to say that every woman is on this table, because sincerely, I have seen women who are the ones responsible for their families. In fact, I've even seen families that the men barely even do anything, and they don't even have the willpower to even work, because they feel like what their wife is doing is enough. I have very practical examples around me of women who are doing that. They're the ones paying the house rent, paying the school fees, taking care of the children, still doing the home front, cooking and serving the husband too, with the money that she works for too. Right, and this has been going on for 10 years, 12 years, right, and no complaint. So there are women who do this, but beyond these very few women, is it a general belief, or a majority belief that women should be taken care of by men? I really like to hear the thoughts of women on this. Hello, good evening.
Hello, people. What's up now?
I'm very well, thank you. This is what you're calling me. PP. All right.
Yeah.
Is your name Precious?
Yeah, I'm Precious.
Oh, wow.
The second time calling.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Welcome.
Okay, yeah. Interesting topic anyway.
Thank you.
One thing we should know is that whatever happens to the woman also happens to the man. This life is vice versa. There are also some men out there that depends on the woman.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. I lost you for a while.
Yeah, I said this life is vice versa.
Okay.
There are some men also that are open. The men open for the woman to provide for the family. I get it. They're talking about yes, it's happening.
Yeah, I've seen a situation like that. I just did say that I have an example around me.
Yeah. So it's happening. Then talking about, is it the birthright of a man to provide for the needs of the woman? If he's talking about relationship, that's boyfriend and girlfriend, I would say out of love, you have to do it. It's not your birthright.
Okay.
You just do it. You love the girl, whatever the person needs, you just give, you do out of your mind because of the love you share. I get it. And you don't do it with condition that when you want to do, you have to do my own back, all that stuff. No. And most times it's when you have. I was in a relationship whereby my girl will be telling her that, my guy don't have, but from the little he has, he gives to me. That's it. So the idea of everything boils down to the man is not there. It's something that, like the Bible said, that the woman is a helpmate. So when the man does not have, as a good woman, you should help your husband. And relating to the marriage, whatever you have been doing when you were dating, courting each other, as boyfriend and girlfriend and the rest, that's what you will still do. If you are stingy as a man to your wife, when you get married, you will be stingy. If you don't release as a woman when you were dating and the rest, you don't do things together with your husband. When you marry, you will not do it now.
It should be the same thing.
Yes, so those are the things. We should just get all these things. That's my own perspective. I'm talking from the little experience I have with my ex. I'm single right now.
Thank you. Congratulations on your being single.
So when I was dating, I'm proud of having her, because when I don't have, when I just say, baby, what's up? Please, do you have some money? Okay, don't worry, I will send it. I have some shoes.
She was quick to reciprocate.
She was there. She was responding, even when I don't have. So the life is just vice versa. The thing is vice versa. From what I'm saying, there are some men, if their wife not provide, they no. It just takes somehow now, beg. Respect.
I've seen incidents like that. Thank you so much, PP too.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye. All right. So it is 90.3 Voice of the People FM. So we're asking, popular opinion today. Is it in any way written in the manifesto of life, since we're talking manifestos this season, or in the constitution of life, that women must be taken care of by the men? It is a man's responsibility to be financially responsible and economically responsible for the woman. Hello, good evening.
Auntie Precious, I've called back again.
Oh, what's your name, sir?
Sam.
All right, Sam, you're welcome.
if you can notice, I'm not trying to be biased with the women. I have been waiting patiently. No woman has called. Do you know why?
I don't know why they've not called.
Do you know why they have not called?
Why do you think so?
You didn't shake any table. You broke the table. So right now, any woman who is planning of calling knows that after she drops, they will fly her. So they either, because this issue you are addressing is an issue that has been affecting a lot of people. I even watched a friend of mine that does loyalty prank on TikTok. He pranked his girlfriend. Someone he gave 36,000 yesterday. As of today, was telling him she didn't have 5K to bail him from a case he hit somebody's car.
Oh my!
Saying that she was even thinking of asking him for another 10K. Sir. Can you imagine?
Oh my!
I have been in such two like that to the point that I'm like, babe, you couldn't buy battery into the clock. You couldn't pay Lema bill 1,700. I'm like, you know, that sense of entitlement that you just have to do everything. It's already eaten far gone into a lot of women, and it has caused a lot of damage. Like the previous caller said, it's like saying a leopard can never change its spots. If the woman didn't support you in the relationship, she can't support you in marriage. It's not magic. Your relationship is a picture of your marriage. So what you are saying in your relationship.
But how about the person pretends? You know how we say that, oh, a lot of women pretend because they want to be wifed, and once they're wifed, then they change their skin.
They change from bad to good or good to bad.
From bad to good. From good to bad rather.
The truth of the matter is, even on that level, you will still see elements of that thing in a relationship, because there is no way you guys would have dated each other without provoking each other at a particular point and reaching that threshold. So right now, a woman who is dealing with the mentality that a man has to take care of her. You know, some people just go into a relationship to take care of their financial needs, not because they love the person. So there are two different things. That's why I said in my previous conversation when I called before, I said it's a ratio of 30 to 70. You already find independence, and if you will find an independent woman that will be supportive, it will be very, very rare. And that kind of woman, from even the start of the relationship, from your first meeting point for a date, you would have already seen that this one doesn't even send me whether I brought money to the table or not. She's already knowing what she came here for. You know, there's this disdain look when you see a woman that is independent. She's naturally oppressive already on her own.
So is it now true that women actually are quite transactional in their relationships? They just get in there because of what they stand to gain? There are some women, not all now, because there are quite a number of women who are not in this category.
Yes, there are quite a lot of women that are not in that category, but very few. But the higher chance
I can assure you that we're not few. Let me speak for other women, please. I just told you that I have a friend who's been the one taking care of her family for the past 12 years in 13 years of marriage. For the past 12 years, she pays the rent, she pays the school fees, she takes care of the children, she handles hospital bills, she does everything. She takes, I don't want to say feed the husband so it doesn't sound derogatory, but she feeds the husband, yes. She even clothes him.
Is your husband not working? Sorry to ask.
Well, he lost his job after the first year of marriage. Till now, in fact, the man is even a bit, he's almost lacking the will to push, because he feels that the home front is comfortable because my wife is taking care of it.
Well,
do you understand? So and she's not the only woman in this category. There are lots of women. There are lots of women who are like this. So that's what I'm saying. So we are not few. Let me put myself in that category. These women are not few. There are quite a number of them. So let's also give them their flowers.
Well, I give credit to the women who are doing that. But if you see the population of girls that are rising now, they don't even want to do anything. They don't want to bring anything to the table. They just want to come to a table that has already been served, sit down, eat, mess it up, and get up. That's just it. So when you see men lamenting, people dying of depression, people dying of thinking, people having this problem is because you don't even have a partner that you can even sit down and talk your problems with. You come home to somebody that is going to tell you, now here your mates day. Can't you see where your mates are? Can't you see what your mates are doing? That is one thing. It has happened to me personally. It has happened to a lot of people. And that is what the women of these days are bringing to the table. They have released iPhone 14 now. Do you know how many people are already pushing their boyfriends to the limit?
And next year iPhone 15 will come out.
iPhone
I mean, what's the use of all of this?
So what do you expect them to? So you can see what I'm saying. So there's no law that says that they should be taken care of. It's a 50-50 thing. If a woman cannot bring something to the table to support the relationship and support the marriage, then I don't think it is worth it. They need to change this perspective. They need to just enlighten the women.
So it should be a 50-50 thing. You know, a woman just dumped her relationship because she feels that, I mean, it's a man's responsibility to take care of her, and the guy just offered that, I mean, in this relationship we should do 50-50.
Do you know why she did that?
Why?
Do you know why she did that? 2 reasons: wrong influence and bad parenting. That is where the problem came from.
But then there's also another woman who's just come now to criticize women who do not, also reciprocate to their men. In fact, she went along to even call them the reason why you some of you are treated like rats is because you don't also give your quota to the relationship, also buy him expensive gifts, also take him abroad, also do stuff for him. So that's also a woman talking. So you see, and she's a Gen Z woman too.
That is just to justify what you said a while ago, that not all women, which I also concord with. You understand? So before you will run into or come across that, do you know how many problems, brick walls you encounter on the road? Please just enlighten our women for us on this program. They need to know. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. All right. It's still the Voice of the People FM, the Evening Rush. My name is Precious, and we'll have just about 6 minutes to do justice to this topic. I really would like to know, I mean, where is it's written in the constitution of life that women must be taken care of by the men? Some women, are, some men feel like they're in a parasitic relationship with a woman where she's only there because she feels that she's getting something from me. And frankly, some women feel like, I mean, if you can't take care of me, then why am I with you? But why should it be that way anyway? If the reverse were to be the case, can the woman also withstand can she also, carry same energy? Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Ruth.
Hey, I'm so happy a woman is calling me. Ruth, honey, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Ruth. So, Ruth, frankly speaking and sincerely, do you think...
I like this program. I just start to hear it now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you.
Why so women need to help their husband because the first time in a relationship, like if they ask the husband, you have money, the husband say no. So that's the women need to help their husband. And again, it's very they say that they have not paid them, why they have paid them.
Some women or some men do that.
Yes, some men do that.
Oh, some men will say they've not paid them salary, so they can't help out.
Yeah. And if they pay them, they will not come and tell the wife that they have already paid, give money to share. This was the happen. That is why some women need to help their husband.
Oh, so you feel that some men are not sincere about their finances with their wives, and that's why their wives also lock up. They also say, okay, if you don't want to be sincere about your finances, or you begin to do your work as a man. Oh, really? Thank you. But is it really the man's work? Is it really the man's job to take care of you, the woman? That's the question.
No, they're supposed to help themselves too.
Okay, so the woman is also to help herself too.
Yes,
is she in any way supposed to also support the man and take care of him when he needs it? Or whether or not he needs it? If she has.
Yes.
Okay, so how about some women who have and still don't want to help because they feel it's in a man's place to help? What do we do?
I know this from beginning when they start relationship, like girlfriend and boyfriend, that is what they now go to their
okay, and then they continue like that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Well, the good thing is that I've had a woman call and she's been able to explain the perspective of women. Some women in this regard. My phone lines are buzzing. No, you have to help me turn off completely the volume of your radio set, please.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm Elder Benjamin.
Mr. Benjamin, Elder Benjamin, welcome. My name is Precious. This is Evening Rush.
Okay, Sister Precious, do you know what?
No, sir.
The Bible have already made it clear. In the book of 1 Timothy chapter 5:8, he said that he who does not provide for his family is worse than infidel.
It's worse than an infidel.
Yeah. So which means it is the responsibility of every man to provide for his family. If your wife decided to assist based on the children or the love she has, well, that man should thank he should thank his God.
So that's just an added advantage, right?
Yeah. So the Bible have already, because everything we are doing in this world, we derive it from the Bible. So that's where we are following. So anybody that said that it is the responsibility of a woman to carry the family, well, that man if that is meaning that a sinner. So it is obvious that it is the responsibility of every man to help the family, to bring for the family. You do your best. If your best cannot be able to, it depends on the rapport with your wife. So if your wife decided to be helping, you thank your God. It's not her responsibility. Because the Bible has, if you read that 1 Timothy chapter 5, you read it, go down, you see it there. It's there. So there's no need of arguing this stuff already. No man, any man that is thinking that a prize that is why I do this, why I do this, that man is deceiving himself.
So the women are just obeying the Bible, the word of God, by expecting their husband to take care of them.
Yeah, that's the word of God. That's the word of God. Initially, Adam, with his work, Adam was going to tell him to bring what she will eat.
And he was busy taking instruction from the serpent.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. It's good that we open topics like this so that we all share our opinions about it. I this would have to be my last call because my time is far spent. Hello, good evening.
Good evening now.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, my name is Chukwujeku.
Okay, Chukwujeku, where are you calling from?
From Ekpaja.
Okay, would you like to jump into this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I heard what the question is. A kind of it is the responsibility of man to be providing for the wife, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's a wonderful question. The truth of the matter, like the last caller just made it clear from the Bible, and so that is the fact, because Bible is the basis of whatever human being is doing on this earth, whether they like it or not. So that is the truth of the matter. Bible give us guidelines on what we have to do.
Thank
so
you.
it's the responsibility of man to be protecting the wife, to be providing for the wife, because they are called the weaker vessel.
Okay.
Even though they are trying to, showcase that they are more powerful, what man can do, a woman can do it better.
Thank you so much. The time will not let me quickly just wrap up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Kenneth Moise, I see your message from the YouTube page where you said, if you do not allow your wife to know how much you are making, you have no right to know how much she earns. 2, my marriage is over 25 years and we account to each other. Our accounts are open to each other. That's what you meant. And very quickly, let's see, I have this message. Let me take this off of WhatsApp, and this says, the last 2 callers are lost. They are misleading us with Bible. It's a 50-50 thing. That's what you mean. Unfortunately, I can't take more calls, but my phone lines are buzzing. Thank you so much for your thought and reaction on this. Maybe we'll revisit this conversation next week, Tuesday, right? I mean, since we do a relationship on Tuesdays, right? Okay. So thank you so much to everyone who's, called me on the show and who's contributed to the show. My name is Precious Inyi. Let's do this again. Remember that this show comes your way 6:15 p.m. through to 9 p.m. Monday to Friday. So see you again tomorrow evening, Lagos. Thank you. Do have an amazing evening.